For 100 years, humanity lived beneath the domes, protected, controlled, separated from the world beyond. Then everything changed. Ren Vance revealed the truth. The wilderness was alive, the earth had recovered, and the walls that imprisoned humanity were never meant to protect people. They were meant to protect the world outside. Across the cities, crowds stared upward. Sunlight flooded through the fractured dome. Children laughed, adults cried. Some simply stood in silence, witnessing real freedom for the first time. No one knew what tomorrow would bring, but for the first time in generations, tomorrow belonged to them. In Neo-Kyoto, the city glowed beneath the morning sky. Transportation. Systems hummed, gardens bloomed, waterways sparkled between the towers. The dome still stood overhead, but its authority was gone. As the truth spread across the globe, millions celebrated. Entire cities began preparing to reconnect with the outside world. Deep within the great banyan tree, golden energy began to move. The EcoNet awakened. Its signal spread across the earth. Through roots, forests, rivers, and ecosystems, reconnecting a planet that had been severed from itself for a century. Ren's final act had done more than expose a lie. It had awakened the network Ren Vance built decades earlier, a living system spanning the entire planet. In the streets, children ran through flower-covered avenues. Citizens felt natural wind for the first time in their lives. Cherry blossoms drifted through the city like snow. For a few brief hours, humanity experienced peace. High above Neo-Kyoto, the United Earth Council convened. They studied the rapidly changing world as reports arrived from every continent. Environmental recovery, population movements, infrastructure transitions all happening at once. One counselor reported that the EcoNet was stabilizing ecosystems faster than projected. Another confirmed that every restoration system on Earth was responding in kind. And Aurelius, listening to it all, said quietly that perhaps Maya had been right. Then, without warning, a new alert appeared. An unknown transmission, Priority Alpha. Silence fell over the room. A counselor demanded to know where it was coming from. A technician admitted they were still tracing it. In that same instant, Maya's archive, ancient files, classified reports, expedition logs, satellite scans, field recordings, began opening on its own. The signal had activated a hidden archive.
I know the secrecy seems unforgivable, but these archives prove that while we hid the truth, we saved humanity for generations.
The recovery efforts began much earlier than reported. We found a way to reverse the damage, but the Council suppressed the findings. Look at these projections. The atmospheric recovery rate is stabilizing faster than anticipated. The models confirm it. It's actually working. The signal does not behave like weather, geology, or known biology. It appears organized, intentional, and intelligent. As the dating astronoms, seed diversity dramatically X3 data confirms its lunar origin. It is coming from the far side. It's a biological signal. Origin confirmed, 12,000 light years out.
A line traced itself across the star map, moving steadily toward Earth.
We can't just sit by! The odds are too high!
He told them, enough. Humanity had been free for less than a day, and they would not replace one fear with another. If Maya had left this message, then she had left them a path forward too. Find out what she discovered, find out why she hid it, and find out what was coming. In that moment, every screen in
This
the
is
chamber
not a
turned
drill!
crimson. Alarms echoed through
The
the
shield
hall.
grid is
The
failing!
incoming signal intensified. Humanity believed the age of secrets had ended. They were wrong. Somewhere in the darkness between the stars, something had finally answered Earth's call. The alarms continued to echo through the council chamber, a deep space transmission, an impossible origin, From the council chambers, far from the celebrations, far from the newly opened cities, to the center of the EcoNet itself, Ren Vance opened his eyes. Sunlight filtered down through living branches. Above him, the pulse of the network moved through him like a heartbeat, steady and warm. A familiar mechanical buzzing drifted through the air, and Bumblebee landed gently on a nearby root, as if standing watch. Then
it's happening.
To glow. Light spilled through the branches.
The network is
spreading
awake.
Outward in slow golden waves.
Be careful.
Presence began to take shape. Ren went still. He knew that shape. He knew that silhouette stepping out of the light even before he could see her face. It was Maya. Not a photograph. Not an old transmission flickering on a screen. Not a memory he clung to for a decade. She was standing in front of him, woven into the EcoNet itself, a part of the very system she had built, somehow given form by the network's awakening. 3 weeks passed. 3 weeks of recovery. 3 weeks of rebuilding. 3 weeks for a planet learning, slowly, how to breathe again. And when those 3 weeks ended, humanity prepared to do something no one beneath the domes had done in 100 years. They prepared to leave, not in secret, not in defiance, but as the first true expedition beyond the former dome boundary. Footsteps approached across the platform, sharp, deliberate, unmistakable. Ren didn't need to turn around to know who it was. Zara had found him. She was the officer who had once hunted him through the corridors of Neo-Kyoto, the one who had nearly ended his journey before it began. He reminded her, almost amused, that she had once tried to arrest him. She reminded him, just as evenly, of exactly why. A stolen prototype aircraft, a breached city shield, and the single largest security event in Neo-Kyoto's history. All because of him. He admitted it was a fairly complete list. She told him simply that she made a habit of writing things down. It should have ended there. A standoff between a fugitive and the woman sworn to bring him in. But the world had changed, and so had the mission. Whatever distance had stood between her and Ren, she set it aside, because something larger than either of them was calling. A signal from beyond the stars, a planet relearning how to live. Side by side, the fugitive and the officer who once hunted him climbed aboard the solar glider. Engines hummed to life. Light gathered along the wings. And with the wilderness stretching endless and unknown before them, Ren Vance and Zara launched together into the open sky, toward whatever Maya Vance had spent her life trying